Benchmark workout today, Isabel, 30 snatches for time. Looking forward to it. We'll see how I go.
Not you, not her, not him or them gon' stop me from getting mine now. Not you, not her, not him or them.
I hope you guys saw the sense of humour in that branded intro. Definitely going to try and mix things up just so it's not the same old boring entrance video each time. Did have a chicken and avocado panini pre-workout, which was not the best idea. Alrighty, so here we have Isabel, one of the benchmark workouts in CrossFit, 30 snatches for time. For men, and the weight that I'm doing here at 60 kilos, female RX is 45 kilos. So according to Wadwell, what makes a good time? If you're a beginner, between 6 and 7 minutes. Stiff shit if you are plus 7 minutes, because that's where I was originally. I took a lot off this time, but originally I was well over 7 minutes, so beginner was quite tough according to Wadwell. Intermediate, 4 to 6 minutes. Advanced, 3 to 4 minutes. And also according to Wadwell, if you're sub 2 minutes, you are elite. They seem to have forgotten between 3 and 2 minutes. I guess that's somewhere in between advanced and elite. So you can see I'm up to rep 9 here. I've gone with the singles approach, and realistically, I think if you're gonna be anything less than pretty close to that elite, just going singles is the way to go. That way you're going to save yourself on the recovery. So unless you're going touch and goes for all 30, I would do the whole lot as singles. Okay. By the time you get to past the 10, the first 10 in Isabel isn't really too bad. You know, you're plugging away, but it doesn't start really hurting. But between 10 and 20 is definitely when it starts to get a bit rough. So my advice in this workout would be definitely to make sure you get enough fluids in pre-WOD, so that way you don't really have to drink during. I can't remember, I think that I definitely have a sip in here, but it's probably just because I'm trying to buy myself some time, not that I actually needed it. I'm pretty sure that I was well hydrated, and that was one thing I did right. The second thing is, if you are going to be doing single reps, pick bumpers that aren't too bouncy. That was one thing that I incorrectly made in one of the Masters League WODs, is when I was dropping the bar off the snatch, it was just bouncing around everywhere, and it really did cost me in time. I would suggest working out a strategy early on about what time you think you're going to be able to do it in, and then planning each rep accordingly. So if you're doing singles, for example, on the way through, and you know that you're going to do it in, I don't know, 5 minutes, right? You would divide the 5 minutes by 30, okay? And then work out how many seconds per rep you're going to require. So you might do 1 rep every 15 seconds to pump out the 5 minutes. I'm not 100% sure on the calculations of that, but that would be as an estimate. You know, rather than doing 5 at 10-second pace and then requiring another 30 seconds while you have a breather. Space them out, and then that way you're not going to be too exhausted by the time you get into this last 5. Personally, I could have done a lot better in this WOD, as you can see that by the time I get to the 28, I can actually pick up the speed a bit here. So which probably highlights to me I may have gone out too slow. Maybe I didn't need as much rest as what I gave myself. So something to be mindful of and something that I hope that you can take on board. Yeah guys, like I said, let me know in the comments section how you found the new intro. I'm keen to understand whether to keep doing that or go back to where I was or just to get rid of it altogether. I'd like your feedback on that. I reckon it's worth you guys having a crack at Isabel. Let me know in the comments also your time, you know, whether you think those benchmark times which Wadwell described were realistic or whether they're far-fetched or whether they're too easy. You know, I've seen other sources saying that the 99th percentile is about a 130 for this workout, which does sound a bit like Rich Froning, but yeah. I've also heard of Eddie Hall pumping out 50 seconds, I think. So there's some amazing athletes out there. Yeah, but good luck.
Every time I look
until
up
next
in the
time.
sky, I know it'll be alright.
Take care.
Yeah. Yeah, gotta get mine.